I think it's very impressive that in a matter of 20 minutes you guys can come up with something like this. I mean, bad as it is, it's still impressive that you were able to do it this quick.
Yeah, that's a cool logo.
Rob, you promised that you would draw and we would do the talking. And when you grow up a little more, we'll let you in there with the grown-ups.
Well, when you were creating characters, Stan, what was the process back then? I mean, because Rob and I right now, we do our own writing and our own drawing. We don't collaborate with anybody anymore. So
that's the problem, and I've been meaning to talk to you guys about.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Megan.
I'm Jason. We're with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee.
And we're about to do our Comic Shop Sunday showcase that we've been doing for many years now. And we're excited to show you what new items that we have added to our website this week.
Yep. If you're watching from wherever, say hi in the comments. And to follow along with us, all you need to do is go to infinityflux.net. That is our website where we'll be going over just some of the new things that our store has purchased. This is going to be key issues, variants, entire comic sets. We're going to be going over stuff ranging from $20 minor keys up to hundreds of dollars of major keys, just like we do every single week. This is show number 253.
Yes, and while Jason starts things off here, I'm going to be sharing this video. Hi, Tim. Yeah, let us know if you're watching and make sure to tag or share this video with some friends, all that good stuff. All right.
And I'm going to show everyone where to go. So you just got to go to our website, infinityflux.net, and then towards the top of the website, there is the comics link. And under that, there is collectible comics. And that is going to take you, it is sorted from newest to oldest, as would make sense. We're not going to go over every single thing. We put up too many things every week, but we're going to go over like the top 20 sort of things. So I see that we got Kevin joining us. Hello, Kevin. Thank you for joining us. And I think I'm going to go ahead and begin.
Yes.
So the first things I'm going to go over are a bunch of Invincible comics. We've been lucky enough to have some people trade in Invincible stuff to us, which is super duper hot lately. And so we have things like Invincible number 100 up on the show today. This is a high quality copy. The good thing about being on the site is you can zoom in and see every little detail for yourself. So you might find the littlest tiny minor spine stress or something, but these are high quality, sharp copies. So number 100, which of course is the milestone issue. Then we also have up issue number 23, which is the first appearance of Thaddeus, who's the leader of the High Council. We've also got issue number 20, which of course has this battle that is depicted on the cover. And issue number 17, the graduation issue. So for those of you who are doing Invincible runs, here's your chance to get these books for the lowest price you can find pretty much everywhere. We got a few more people who've joined us. There is Frag Monkey. Well, I thank you. It is definitely rainy here in Chattanooga today. Scott has joined us. Hi, Scott. And Tim saying
he's previewing something we're going to go over a little bit later. Yeah, we have, as we talked about last week, been bringing some really, really expensive books on the show. And hi, Bumpkins.
And I'm going to quiz Megan on things such as what Blade's first name is. Don't tell her. It's your turn.
Okay. What's a frag?
What's a frag?
Yeah.
It's like, so it depends on the way it's used, but it's a kill in video games. That's one way it's used. Lobo from DC, he uses it in place of the F word. He's done that since the 90s.
Okay. All right. So first up for me this week is a lot of 5 Star Wars miniseries. So rather than split these up individually, we just lumped them all together for a really good price. So 5 miniseries. These look barely read at all. Cover the gamut from Star Wars Adventures to Crimson Reign to Hidden Empire and even this Vader's Castle, plus a couple one-shots as well. So 5 different miniseries, 21 comics, just $40 for a Star Wars fan. Let me check that one out.
It looks like we're starting with some sets this week. And look, Frag Monkey has answered your question.
All right. As in fragmentation grenade. Okay.
I like Tim's answer though, as in Fraggle Rock.
Yes. Okay.
So I have a set to do next, and it is 28 of the DC Universe logo comics. So we're talking about this right here. See the DC Universe? They only did this on so many comics. I think it's something like 40 or 50 of them total. It's really hard to find that answer how many exact books this was on, but it was not a lot. And somebody brought in 28 of them the other day. So we're selling them for $100. We put 7.0 and better. These are definitely better than reader copies, but some of them have been read. Some have spine roll. There's so many, we didn't even list them out. Like you could just see them all in the pictures pretty much if you want to see which ones. I saw that online somebody had lately sold, I think 11 of them for $110. So I was like, we could beat that. Let's do 28 of them for just $100. So if you like to collect those weird, interesting DC logo books, here's your chance to get a very large lot of them.
Okay, I have a lot of little things to go over next. We got someone traded in a bunch of variants to us the other day. For example, this lot of 5 different Ice Cream Man comics. So like store exclusive variants. We got
Spooky.
a lot of those lately. So these cover issues 23, 24, and 25. Which one's your favorite? I really like the Garson variant here. You may remember he's done a lot of stuff for Marvel, but I've never seen him do like a horror book before. So yes, these are pretty creepy. Store exclusive covers for Ice Cream Man. If you love that series, which is still going on. Some other store exclusive variants we got in lately. 8 Billion Genies #1. So this is issue #1. And you can see the store exclusive down here from Spectral Comics.
And that was optioned, I think, by Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll see an Amazon show of that at some point.
This is pretty cool. This is Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees #1. That's it's the #1 of that series. And it's got this foil overlay on it that is Where the Wild Things Are variant signed by the artist. A lot of stuff going on with that one. And then lastly, I have Absolute Batman #1. So you're seeing the store exclusive covers overlaid on top of the actual comic. So this is the Lynn exclusive cover for Absolute Batman, the New York Comic Con foil cover. So lots of different variants. Choose which one you like. Someone saying, seen a lot of Ice Cream Man lately. All the covers are so creepy. Yeah, I think Ice Cream Man's gotten, I know Zoe Thorogood had a story in one lately. He does a lot of collaboration, which of course is going to increase hype and awareness on all that. No such thing as little things on the Sunday show. That's right.
Yep. Thank you, Bumpkins. All right. So next up, it is Batman #313, a comic that, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago was going for about 4 times this. So this is the first appearance of Tim Fox, who later changes his name to Jace. And if you go with the DC Future State timeline, is eventually going to be the next Batman. And that's what set this up to go up in value so much all those years back. When it was revealed the next Batman was Tim Fox, this book quadrupled in price, but now it has settled back down. Still pretty important key. Batman back from 1979 as well. So just the edge of Bronze Age there. And so here you can get it for the nice price of just $50.
What's up, Gerardo? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. All right. Next up for me is Yes. Fantastic Four #22. This is a really bright, nice copy. Let's see what I have to say about it. You got a lot's going on in this. Second appearance of Mole Man, as you can see, with the big fat arrow. I love Marvel's big fat arrows.
It's bigger than the character. It's like, did you notice him back
He's
here?
Mole Man. He's tiny. All right, and then we have Invisible Woman getting some new superpowers in this. And this is funny. This is when the Thing first exclaims, "It's clobbering time." That is a first in this book. So pretty iconic. Really, it's a mid-grade copy, but really bright, nice red on there.
I mean, I think that's the most important part. Like second Mole Man, okay, but first it's clobbering time.
Pretty big deal. I was going to say one more thing about this one. Oh, yeah, just a little factoid that I've said a lot, but our logo is inspired by the Fantastic Four font. It's not exactly the same, but if you didn't know, now you know. You can see that every time now.
All right, next up, it is Doom Patrol number 89, which you could tell the first appearance on the cover. It is Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Man, who was a Swedish, I believe, scientist who becomes a Doom Patrol foe. He gains the powers. I think he had like an amino acid like thing explode on him, and he gained the power to shapeshift. You know, that's the kind of bizarre villain that just fits in really well with the Doom Patrol, however. So it is his first appearance back in 1964. What a creative, if not bizarre character. I bet the artist had a lot of fun drawing him here. You know, just I get to do this villain who's kind of a dinosaur, kind of a person, kind of a plant man, and also I guess turning into Diamond up here. So here is the first appearance of Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Man, who seriously needs to he needs a better name. Like he needs to contact a bunch of people to come up with a better name for him.
Okay, next for me is the Strange Tales 125 from 1964, and this is the classic battle of Human Torch and the Thing versus Submariner. So, pretty great, mid-grade copy for just $35. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good deal.
Some solid Silver Age stuff. All right, here comes one of the biggies. It is Tomb of Dracula number 10, first appearance of Blade. Yes, this book is, we're asking hundreds of dollars, not quite 1,000, but this is a big one. It's a major key that maybe somebody is ready to put down the money to get it finally. You can view the condition right here. We've been pricing things at or below fair market value, as we've always done on this show. So it is time for the question.
Oh God, I could have
Blades.
been looking it up.
No, looking it up. What is Blade's legal name?
John.
John? So you think Blade's his last name? John Blade.
I don't think that.
Or is it Blade John?
I don't know the
like
the
Little John.
answer is I don't know. So no, I don't think that. I'm just saying a name.
His name is Frank Blade. Nobody, when you have a name like Blade, no one goes back to your first name. Like, it's just Blade. That's like if you learn that Prince's first name was like Jack. Hey, look, it's Jack Prince. It's like, nah, once you have a name that cool, that's all. That's who you are. But thank you for trying.
Oh, yeah. I didn't try very hard. Okay, next up for me, keeping it horror, but EC horror. This is Shock and Suspense Stories number 1. So issue number 1 of the Golden Age horror series here. And pretty disturbing, iconic cover. You can see what's going on here. And it's just a real great encapsulation of everything that EC Comics is right here on the cover. Don't need to say too much about it. But number 1, cheaper than what Jason just showed off. But definitely a lower grade one. You can check out more pictures of it here. But very cool to have this.
Before Ice Cream Man, there was EC books.
Yeah. Very cool to have this. It's in our case right now. We are bringing this and all sorts of big books to the shop before Free Comic Day. So make sure to come see us for that.
We got Captain Millennium saying, good old Frank the Vampire Slayer. Yep. Glad Frank was there to save us from the vampires. Okay, so the next one I'm going over, bringing the big books. Have you guys seen this one?
I can't believe this.
This Adam Hughes variant that was so under-ordered that you just never see it anywhere. So this is Supergirl Legion of Superheroes, number 23. It is the Hughes variant. It was a 1 in 10. So for every 10 copies of the regular cover or the A and B cover, I think, retailers were able to order one of these. And not enough of them were ordered. You just never see these anywhere. This is for the absolute diehard Adam Hughes fan. This is a really, really great shaped copy. But whether you're there to slap down the money or not, we can all just admire it. It's just a really good cover. They've done homages to this once or twice. I know there's a Whatnot foil variant of this now. They've kind of done a foil variant of all the big ones, but This is one of those Adam Hughes sleeper ones a lot of people don't know about, and the people that do, it hurts their wallet to think about it. So, but I love bringing these really uncommon ones to the show.
Okay, next up for me, last week we did the first appearance of Venom, but if you want something a lot more affordable, it is the first appearance of Carnage here, Amazing Spider-Man 361. This is a great condition copy. First Carnage. I think we've had, first cameo, first partial, first full appearance of Venom, but finally a Carnage has hit the scene for just $90.
Do you see what Guillotine Aficionado is saying?
It's easy for me. That's right. Every day's Halloween.
Okay, so let's go to page 2 where we got some more stuff to go over. It is Saga of the Swamp Thing number 25. This is where Alan Moore shows off a character he created that I don't think he knew how big this character was going to get. It is first cameo of John Constantine. Constantine was created just for this one storyline, but was such a popular character, they eventually gave him his own book, which was called Hellblazer, kind of his nickname. And the Hellblazer comic was the longest running Vertigo comic.
It went on really long.
It really was. We've sold, I think, maybe 2 sets of it over the last 10 years. And it's really hard to build a full set of Hellblazer, especially if you just wait for it to come to you, sort of like what we do. So here is the book that is Constantine's first cameo.
Speaking of first cameos, back real quick.
Oh, you're still back on page 1.
X-Men Annual 14, first Gambit cameo. So debate it all you want. This is probably one of the more egregious ones. I should have took a picture of just how much he's in this book because it is a lot. But only $30. This was definitely going for more a few years back. So good, solid condition copy for just $30 to add to your collection.
Yep, he is in so many panels. He's speaking, the whole thing. But okay, so next up is something we've sold several of these over the last few weeks, but they just keep coming through, and Megan keeps putting them on my sheet to do. So it is Conan the Barbarian 23 and 24. This time we've sold them together, I think, last time as a set. This time you can get one or the other. 23 is the first appearance of Red Sonja, and 24 is the first cover appearance of Red Sonja. I've talked about the movie and how the new one is coming out. It's going to be out the end of the year. I think lately they confirmed it is rated R, which some people care about that. Like Megan doesn't like to go to horror movies unless they're rated R. She thinks the ones that are PG-13 are not thrilling enough.
It depends on other factors, but
well, this is just action, though. I mean, I guess they could put some horror in it, too. But here are the 2 books that brought Red Sonja to the world of comics.
Okay, next up for me is Wolverine number 1 from 1988. Just his first ongoing series. It's been great to watch this one get more and more valuable over the years. So if you own one already, then it's definitely increased. But this is a solid above average copy here. And the back is amazing as well. A little pinup. Smoking. So Wolverine number 1 for just $50.
Yeah, I saw there was like a Jim Lee Wolverine. It was like him and the X-Men that somebody did an homage of lately. And in the original, Wolverine had a cigar. You know, they used to have Wolverine smoke a lot, and now we've gotten away from that. And I saw in the homage, instead of the cigar, he just had his claws out, which I thought looked really cool. I'm glad they didn't have it where instead he was like just had like a vape. You know, I don't know if that have the same effect of Wolverine just with a vape pen or something. Not. Okay, so the next one I'm going over, I've sold a few sets of these on our show over the years. And I think this series is really undervalued for TMNT stuff. It has so many important things in it. It is first appearance of Krang, first appearance of Rocksteady and Bebop, first as animals, and then as their mutated selves. It's the first time that the Turtles had the colored masks that were introduced in the cartoon to better differentiate them. First time that was in comics. And also the first appearance of the Turtle Van. That, you know, when you're that big and you go around doing adventures and you don't want to get spot all the time, you need a van. And the Turtle Van it's like their unofficial like 5th member in a way. So all that happens in this 3-issue miniseries. This is really high quality copies of it. And here it is today.
Well, I may have to have you do 2 in a row here because, well, I can do this one real quick. Here's another variant we got in this week from 2017, Edge of Venomverse #1 Sanders variant. And you can probably see there are some that we are not going over today. There's much more to see in this collection, such as this huge lot of Walking Dead, 104 issues, and some other things that we are bypassing today.
We're going to go back to the comments for a minute. So Bumpkin says that PG-13 horror movies feel watered down.
I would say, yeah, like a lot of, especially modern ones. That's not true all the time, but depending on other elements going on with the movie, they just aren't going as far as they could.
I kind of agree with what you were saying as far as modern, because PG-13, they used to stretch that back in the day. Like you watch some of the movies from like the 80s and 90s that are PG-13, and it's like, oh wow, they got away with so much more.
Yeah.
And then Tim is saying that Wolverine got lung cancer so many times he decided to quit. Yeah, he just kept healing it up over and over, but
it's like I'm sick of dealing with this.
It just wasn't pleasant any of those times. Okay, so I think the last one we're going over is for you Invincible fans. It's the spinoff. It is the Astounding Wolfman. And no, this is not all of it. I don't think anyone's ever walked in with all of it, strangely enough. But it's a good chunk. It's the free comic book day one and then a bunch of sort of random issues. You can see it right here. This series is not worth a ton of money, you know, even though pretty much everything that's linked to Invincible has been like, touched with gold with the minus touch. It doesn't seem like it is hit Astounding Wolfman, but this is a cool series. I remember reading this back when it came out. So if you're looking for more Kirkman goodness, if you already have all the Invincible you can take, you can go for this series.
And Invincible's been selling really well for us in the shop, not just the graphic novels, but the single issues as well. So if you want to see more from that,
we're waiting for Battle Beast to come out.
Come here and you can see our Invincible collection. These have definitely been selling through, and we only have 10 items in here right now. But that definitely will dwindle, and we'll be getting rid of that soon. So make sure to check that out, and these as well. And you can filter by the different characters that you're interested in if you want more comics. And then, of course, there is the new releases as well, and lots of other areas on that. We just announced Free Comic Book Day 2025, which is May 3rd. I've never heard more confusion than I have this year. So many people think that Free Comic Day is on May the 4th. Free Comic Day is just the first Saturday in May. And it's funny, last year it fell on May the 4th, but that changes every year. So it is May the 3rd, first Saturday in May. We just announced it here. You can go to our website and see that we even have, built by one of our dear friends, this amazing website where you can see what is new or what is free, and you can filter it however you like, but you can see what is free and available this year. And then 2 weeks before the event, you're going to be able to build your own wish list. So this is cool. It's something that only we have, and we're really excited about it. If you want to get more event details, you can go to our Facebook page and check out the event right there. I don't know if that actually came up, but okay.
All right. Well, that is our show for this week. We'll be back next Sunday with show number 254 with more big books, variants, keys, comic sets, all the goodies that we go over every single week.
Before we leave, I do want to address a couple comments here. So we're still planning to open up. As of now, we may not have everything like 100% how it will be at the end of the year.
We'll be using it.
We will be using it, though, for sure. And people will get to see an amazing peek of the future of comics at our shop for sure. So that's going to be really cool. And then, we weren't sure if we were going to get Free Comic Day with all the Diamond stuff. Definitely this year, it is good to go.
Yep. All the books have arrived from Diamond except for the last 2, and they're supposed to be here this week.
Yeah. So we've already gotten almost all of our Free Comic Book Day titles in hand. So we're excited for a really good year. Make sure to, again, go check out that event page and make plans to come see us.
Yep, just 4 weeks away.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next Sunday. Have an amazing week, and thank you.
So long, everybody.